Welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic, my favorite game, HD edition. I didn't really get an answer about minigames, so I'm gonna beat Niklas just a bunch more times, just to show off his dialogue, because I want to talk about it, and we're not gonna get into swoop bike racing for a while just yet, and then we're gonna check out our mission log, so we'll see what actually we do need to do. So like we're following something important.
I won't repeat the mistake of underestimating you.
Let's play.
Going to enjoy it.
I don't feel really like playing many of those Pazak games, even though they might be fun, but the most important part about Pazak is getting the right cards, and they're scattered all over the galaxy essentially. And that's a wild goose chase again, 18 out of 5, or by 5 maybe. And that's least the rule, and he wasted a card. Again, if we lose this, then we're gonna skip to where I'm winning. So let's speed things up. Perfect.
You were lucky to win the last match. But if you ever... I do not lose at Pazak very often, but you've made a habit of beating me. I think it is obvious what that means. You cheat!
You can't make such accusations like that without proof.
I have not been able to figure out how, but I know you're cheating. I'm simply too good to lose this often, and I refuse to play Pazak with a cheater. You can leave now, cheater. I won't be wasting any more time with you.
So there you have it. Yes, I do admit I pretty much cheated. I used safe scumming technique to beat him, because no one wants to lose. And he's the only character who cares. So you can actually... it is sort of a breaking of fourth wall. You can actually assume that, you know, he does actually detect or... talks directly to the player that you cheated. But, well, it's hard to win with him 4 times in a row, because it's hard to win in any game of chance 4 times in a row. Especially when you're trying, because, you know, it's the game of chance. But if you do, I guess he says that anyway, so then you have an excuse that it's not actually that he's breaking a fourth wall, he just lost and it's a game of chance, either way. But in case you do cheat, it's applicable, right? Because you did cheat, you loaded the game when you lost and tried again until you win. And yeah, it is a game of chance, and against what everyone would try to tell you. It's not anything skill-based. There is no skill. You've got cards that you buy, they don't require skill, and the rest is random. Like you might have noticed with him, you can either spec in the negative cards or with the positive cards that add to your score instead of subtracting from it. That's pretty much the same. Either way, you're still running a random shit. But what are the cards that you really want is the plus-minus cards that you can flip, turn upside down and have negative instead of positive, because that gives you pretty much twice the options, and that's better, and that's the cards you wanna try and get. But other than that, yeah, he seemed to have been speccing into negatives, but that doesn't matter. Right. So that's the Pazak. It's generally better to have more cards than the opponent, so winning without spending them. It's generally better to have better cards, and it's generally better to have a lower score at the beginning than they have, so you know how much you have to score to win. These are randos, you can tell by their horrible texture. Also, this is a person with a quest, Noble Youth, right? Or Jenna Lavin. I think it is her or the other one. But the quest is that if you have a tendency, a habit pretty much, so if you do as you're told, which is explore things and click on things to see what they do, if you talk to her, she starts saying that well, she takes you for a waiter and expects you to serve her drinks. And whatever you do to tell her, well, you can pretty much play along and then disappear, I guess. And then whatever you do other than that, if you tell her that you're not a waiter, she gets upset and runs out, threatening you with what her daddy can do. And Karth will chip in saying, you shouldn't have done that, that attracts attention. It's not that there is an attention meter on Taris that's relevant to anything, but it's just a quest that can happen. And there is that, she can do that. And then later on you can meet her and a bunch of thugs that will try to kill you. And you can beat her, but she'll run away again and you will never meet her again. So it's, you can't really rub it in her nose, rub it in? Rub it in, really. Well, rub it in. I'm gonna stick with that. Rub it in her, into her, that she won, and she's just a spoiled brat. This is an arena. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I can't believe we couldn't get arena tickets for this match. Now we'll have to watch the duel on the view screen.
Who cares? It's Duncan and Gurlon fighting. It's not like we're gonna miss anything good.
Shh, they're about to start, so quit complaining and just watch the view screen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I draw your
Always
attention
pleasant
to
to
the
watch a
dueling
big
ring.
match on a tiny
Here,
screen.
Two combatants will battle for your viewing and gambling enjoyment. Now, I hope all your bets are down because we're ready to roll. In this corner, I give you Gurlon Two Fingers. And over here, looking to climb the ranks yet again, is the ever-persistent Deadeye Duncan.
Place your bets, audience, in case you don't know who'll win. Oh well, there are your bets. You can stop now.
And to nobody's great surprise, Deadeye is down again. Don't worry, folks, he's just unconscious. As usual, our medics will have him up and about in a bit. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? So I give you the winner, Gurlon Two Fingers.
Gurlon Two Fingers' name comes from the fact that once his blaster blew up and paralyzed pretty much 3 out of his 5 fingers. So there is that. And Deadeye Duncan is pretty much old, well, he's old and almost blind. So that's why he's called Dead Eye. Not that he's a great shot, it's because his eyes are dead and can't see anymore. First Aid has a medkit and it never really regenerates after that, which is trash. Unless there is something that fixes it. Azure is a master of arena and will call you the mysterious stranger if you want to play along and if you want to take part in arena. And we don't, because that's a side quest, so go fuck yourself, Azure. He also deals with the bounties, in case you want to deal with that, and we pretty much will deal with some of them because of exploration. But we'll come back to that later, and we'll just cash in with that. Cash that in. Oh, and there's Bendak also. He's a dude. That's Bendak Starkiller, the dude that I mentioned before in my Star Wars The Old Republic. No, what am I talking about? Star Wars The Force Unleashed. There's so many Star Wars. Star Wars The Force Unleashed playthrough, when I talked about all the Starkillers, and the episode is titled, All the Starkillers. There's the Starkiller. Bendak wants to fight to the death. If you defeat everyone else in the arena, you get to fight Bendak, and then you get to get some of his gear, and it's fun. And he's a difficult fight if you're not a warrior, but you can cheese it, but we won't because that's a side quest. So we have to continue the story and figure out what are we gonna do with ourselves. The journal. What does the journal say? That's just not that. That's my skills. There we go. So what have we got? Rapid transit system. So that's the tutorial for minimap and quick travel. Planetary information, we don't care about that. And the search for Bastila. You are stranded on Taris, a planet under Sith control. Now you and Carthonasi must find Bastila, the only person capable of stopping the Sith from conquering the entire galaxy. You should probably begin by investigating reports of escape pods that crashed into the Undercity. So, we're gonna have to go to the Undercity. Which way is the Undercity? Also, this is the this is salvage droids, but this is the crashed escape pod that we came in. Not pretty roomy, nor does it have anything other than raw walls, I guess, inside. But this must be what we came in on, because the other one crashed in the Undercity, and that's where Bastila is. And he dragged us all the way over to those doors. Shocking how long it took Sith to show up anywhere near us, considering we were unconscious for a few days. Right. Taris, illustrious skyscrapers of Taris, and the upper city where nobles and the North aliens live. That's gonna be a side quest we're gonna stumble upon. And there's medical facility. We don't need medical facility right now, we're healthy. We don't need to talk with that dude, whose name is Gurney, which is pretty much, I'm pretty sure it's the medical equipment. It's like a stretcher. And why is he named Gurney? I don't know. They thought it was funny. But don't worry, that was mine, not yours.
Davik says you missed your last payment.
Davik doesn't like you missing payments.
Here, I've got 50 credits, a down payment. That should buy me some time, right?
Sorry, you're out of time. Now it's all or nothing. Davik can't have people not paying his debts.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have?
That's too bad. Davik's going to want to make an example of you. You're coming with us.
No, help! Somebody help! They're going to kill me!
I know we have to be careful about drawing attention to ourselves, but are we gonna just let them drag this guy off?
Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness here.
Davik doesn't like witnesses. So, this is a difficult choice again. Do we not care, but also put our tail between our legs and run away? Or do we say that we don't like them threatening us? I think that's an option for getting some alignment, so I'm gonna go with the dark side. Guess we have to teach you to mind your own business. And then we have some combat. So let's come back on that. Yeah, we really wouldn't care, right? We could have just moved on, only this triggers automatically and we don't get a choice in the matter. Good job, Karth. You really helped here. Good job, Karth. You could try aim. Good job, Karth. There you go, finally.
Thank you. I owe you my life.
No, you owe money to Davik.
Take me away and kill me. My wife warned me not to take a loan from Davik. Now I can't pay him back. It's not good to owe a crime lord money. He'll just keep sending more bounty hunters after me till I'm dead.
We're definitely not helping him. It's his own problem. We don't know him, nor do we know what drive him to this situation. What I'm trying to say is that the problem is you shouldn't be involved in somebody else's problems. I'm pretty sure I said that somewhere in my other playthroughs. Because you don't know, right? You don't know who's in the right here. He took money from a crime lord. Maybe he's a gambler and gambled it all away and decided to take money from a crime lord to fix his debts. But that wasn't smart either, so it's about time he started getting his comeuppance for all his bad decisions. I'm not glad I could help. I won't help you. Give me your money, because they threatened me because of you. And the automatic trigger.
Joking. We don't need this guy's credits. Just go on. We were happy to help.
I'm getting
Speak
out
for
of here
yourself.
before any more of Davik's goons show up. You should do the same.
There you have it. That's how we deal with these problems. Yeah, you shouldn't involve yourself with somebody else's problem. Just move along. Like I said, you don't know who's in the right. You shouldn't be assuming. Especially like whoever gonna come up to you first. Like with Dia, that I mentioned in previous episode, I'm pretty sure. It's the anchoring technique. Whoever comes up to you and makes the argument first, you automatically take their side. And I don't think there's ever a quest where, or at least not often, where it's a play on this thing, where somebody approaches you and they're in the wrong, and you're trying to help them because they approached you first. Oh, there we go. Another trigger. Maybe I can avoid it. I guess I can. Like you might have seen, drunk men. We don't talk to drunk men. They're drunk. We're looking for the way down. This is a preacher. He talks racist shit. If you're into that, you might agree with him. If you're not, you cannot. You can just skip him altogether. This is the Sith base. There's nothing...
This elevator is off limits. Only Sith patrols and those with proper authorization are allowed into the lower city. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith patrols. So unless you have the authorization papers, you must move along.
That's very blatant. It's obviously that you're not dressed like a Sith. Here's your fucking clue. Do we ask a dude that stands guard, where do we get authorization? Do we ask him questions? Or do we just move along to not cause more issues? Hard choice. Let's see, we'll go with some questions.
I'm not here to give you information. I work for the Sith, not the Tourist Board. Now just move along, unless you have the proper authorization papers.
That's reasonable from him, but there's a journey added. I need to rebind that because I don't like this. Your efforts to search for Bastille in the lowest regions of Terrace have hit a snag. The Sith guard at the elevator down to the lowest city won't let you past without a Sith uniform or the proper authorization papers. So there's our new quest. We need to get a Sith uniform, and unfortunately we can't just attack people at random. It's not Skyrim. Oh, there we go.
There is a terrible scourge sweeping our planet. Heed my warning before it is too late.
And he talks about aliens, not the Sith. Aliens. Droid shop. We're not gonna be having... Well, I think we're gonna talk to her for a moment to verify the prices, because that's also sort of prudent. And she's an alien, so I'm gonna be voicing her too, although she's a female, but fuck, I hit the shit. Don't mind that. I'll just fast forward to where I was already. There we go. How did I miss an entire button? Anyway, hope you will enjoy her low voice of a female here. A customer. Come in, come in. Janice now at your service. Welcome to my droid and droid supply shop. Notice her name is Janice Null, again with the short Star Wars names. Always good to see a new face. Customers are hard to come by. A lot of the Terrace citizens won't even come in here. They refuse to shop at the store owned by a Twi'lek. I'd like to see what you have in stock. My selection's a bit limited right now. The Sith confiscated all my assault droids, but I've got a utility droid you might find interesting. Oh, a utility droid. What do they do? What do they do? They're great at making vehicle repairs for starters. Pretty handy to have in a fight. Small but tough, with a surprising amount of firepower. Yeah, but you also might just opt for the assault droid she would have been selling under a better circumstance. And there's no better code breaker or security system slicer around. Not that I've ever condone you doing anything illegal, of course. Let me see your droids. I've only got 2 droids left. A rebuilt T3H8 unit for 50 credits and a top-of-the-line T3M4 model with all the options, but he's not for sale. Tell me about the top-of-the-line T3M4 model, because I surely can afford him with, like, 300 credits, I guess. Also, a droid is 50 credits, while parts are 200. Economy. Maybe it's second-hand. It's fucking second-hand, and boy is he a second-hand droid. Tell me about that top-of-the-line T3M4 droid. The T3M4 is the best utility droid ever built. Top-notch codebreaker, expert security, programming and droid repair skills. He's even got the firepower to be handy in battle. This little guy is the absolute top of the line, but he's not for sale. He's a custom job I'm holding for a very special buyer. Sorry. So yeah, immediately we lost the entire option of buying the droid anyway. But we can come back to that. Let me see your inventory. My inventory is a bit limited because of the quarantine, but if you need anything to do with droids or computers, then this is still the place to shop. So let's see, is it? Computer spike, 250. Parts, 200. It's cheaper than with the Twi'lek over at the apartments. but the price grows with purchase, but it's at least infinite. So anyway, it's also not amount. Everything here is in number, because you buy per piece, because that's how the game is coded. Because it needs to be, right? Obviously. So anyway, I want that droid because that's an option. What does the journey say? Journal. You're interested in purchasing a T3 and 4. See, this is pretty dumb. You're immediately interested. It doesn't matter if you are or not. They will tell you that you are interested in buying a T3 and 4 droid, but unfortunately it's being held for another buyer. There's nothing you can do about it for now. For now. But I do want to try to buy the shit droid T3H8. That noise should inspire confidence in you, so don't worry, it's a good trade. Back again, I see. Well, I've never turned a potential customer away yet. Are you interested in seeing what I've got in stock? Yeah, well, I guess we gotta go into questions. I don't know if I can help you with your questions. I don't get out much. I prefer spending time with my droids to mingling with the Tyrese citizens. But I'll try to help you out. So where's the droid? For sale? Would seem I'm interested. Are you here to buy a utility droid? My prices are very reasonable and all my droids come with a money back guarantee. Good. Utility droids? I would like one. We've been over this. Let me see your droids. We've been over this. I'll take the T3H8 unit. Here's 50 credits. Here's a 50. You know a bargain when you see one. Oh yes, I do. This little guy is as reliable as used droid get. I did the conditioning on him myself. Don't worry, he's something I didn't get to it. Is there anything else you need? No, I'll be going now. Maybe we'll see you around later. Don't forget my store motto. If you need a droid parts, Janice now is your gal. Alright, come on droid. Technically, he could be in your party. Have I got the party screen? Party selection? No. Pity, because he could be signed up into this part to at least, trick you into thinking things. Droid, you're coming with me. Yes. I'm sure you're working just perfectly fine. And then, as soon as you cross the threshold of the shop, or at least the droid does, it's fucked. Fortunately, we've got money back guaranteed, a warranty program, so let's talk to the bitch again and milk her for all she's worth. Welcome back to my shop. Hey, where's that little T3H8 unit I sold you? That thing was a piece of junk. You ripped me off. No, just settle down. There's no need to get upset. I run an honest business here. I don't have to give you a refund. You said money back guaranteed. But I don't want to lose a customer. Here, have your 50 credits back. No hard feelings, right? No hard feelings. You said money back guaranteed and it blew up. I think you should give me something extra for all the trouble. What? I offered you a full refund. Shit, failure. But what more? And you want more? Business stuff around as it is. You should be glad I'm giving you a refund at all. Well, maybe I'll just start telling people not to shop here. You'll be ruined. No, don't do that. I can't afford that kind of hit to my business. We can reach some kind of compromise here. Here's 75 credits. I think that's more than fair. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? Well, I could pretty much pick up the droid back and sell it for parts, if that was possible, because every part is worth 200, but let's see. I guess that's all I can milk out of her, so I'll be going now. Maybe we'll see you around later, and don't forget my store motto. If you need droid parts, Janice now is your girl. Right, bullshit is that. If only you could sell the droid for parts again, and there would be more, or at least pick up parts off of him. But yeah, like I said, money, and like she said, money back guaranteed. I offered you that out of my free will and good, what's the phrase? Good conscience? Like willingly, like, Like she said, I don't have to, but I will. Yeah, you pretty much said you have to. You said you got money back guaranteed warranty program. So there's that. I think if I passed the first persuasion check, I'd be able to milk her for more with the second option, but I didn't. And well, I already, well, fuck, I already saved, so we're gonna deal with the consequences of my choice. I'm pretty sure you can often try to re-roll, well, I do know, because I tried it on my phone, re-roll persuasion checks. You can just load the discussion or dialogue again, just reload the game and activate the person again, and you'll be able to try again. So, what's in these apartments? Let's see, maybe we've got a little bit of time left. Well, we pretty much don't. So, we're gonna explore this section of the apartments in the next episode. Because you need more episodes, and I do too, because I like playing this game. Especially blitzing through it with just main quest. Yeah, don't trust those fucking pesky salesmen. Especially EA. They might just sell you a broken droid, if you know what I mean.